This is KGW News at Sunrise.
They haven't experienced gun violence. We have experienced gun violence. The mothers.
New city data shows shootings in Portland are the lowest they've been in years. But despite those numbers, some residents say more should be done to protest at-risk communities. That plus how the city plans to continue combating gun violence coming up in just a few minutes.
And police are trying to identify the person there on your screen, what they say that person did to an officer during a protest at Portland State University.
And today is the first day of the Oregon International Air Show happening this weekend. Our Devin Haskins will have more for us live from Hillsborough coming up at 5:45.
Yeah, fun stuff from him and definitely fun stuff for us too, because we're talking about the weekend, right? Chris McGinnis here in for Rod. Chris, I'm hoping that we're having like some nice weather this weekend, at least a little bit.
It's gonna be nice.
Okay.
It's a little cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm backpedaling now. I'm getting some hard stairs over here. Let's get you out the door. This is pretty, right? This is the live look from our Wells Fargo Sky Camera. The benefits of being up so early. There aren't many, but this is one of them. You get to see the early sunrise here, which sun up this morning is about 5:37 or so. It's 52 last check at PDX. The cloud cover from yesterday moving out. It's 46 right now in Hillsborough, McMinnville 48. The big picture across the state, nobody terribly cold this morning. 40s and 50s east of the Cascades. The Oregon coast generally in the mid to upper 40s this morning. All right, that's the table setting for this morning. Let's walk you through our Friday. Beautiful, just a little cool. Highs in the upper 60s today. I've got a 63 at lunchtime and about 68 later this afternoon. The weekend forecast gets a little cloudier, a little cooler. There may be a drop or two of rain in there, but not much. We'll walk you through that coming up in just a few minutes. Let's get you out the door with a live look at the roads. And for that, we take you to NOPO, North Portland. That's I-5 near the Expo Center, the southbound commute on the left-hand side of your screen, rolling right along over on the east side, or west side, I should say. I know my directions. I went to school, darn it. This is Highway 26 near the Sylvan Hill. That looks good. And photojournalist Chad Dehart manning the wheel of Drive 8. He's heading east on the Banfield, it looks like. Traffic is rolling right along this morning, ladies. Friday light, if you will. Chris, thank you for that. We are going to begin this morning with a fire in the Columbia River Gorge. It sparked in Dallasport across the river from the Dalles in Washington's Klickitat County.
Right, so the fire is now estimated at about 20 acres. Fire officials are calling this the Tiedemann Road fire, which began around 2:45 yesterday afternoon near a lumber mill. Officials say it's burned some brush in the area, and homes and other infrastructure are also threatened. Right now, no evacuations are in effect. The cause of that fire is under investigation.
In southeast Portland, a woman is facing attempted murder charges after police say she fired a gun at someone and ended up shooting her teenage son instead. This was around 3 a.m. Wednesday near Southeast 130th and Stark. Police say when 38-year-old Dominant Girma shot a gun at someone else that she knew, the bullet went through the back window of her car and struck her son, who was sitting in the back seat, in the neck. Police say he was seriously hurt but should recover.
And Hillsborough police say a pedestrian was hurt in a hit-and-run crash. It happened around 11 o'clock last night at Southeast TV Highway and Cypress Street near the 7-Eleven and McDonald's there. The road was closed for several hours, but it's back open now.
The man accused of killing a Milwaukee man outside a motel in Lincoln City is now behind bars. Roland Evans Frake is accused of beating Bradley Cole and trying to take his dog. The deadly attack happened Tuesday night in the parking lot of the Ashley Inn. The suspect faces murder and robbery charges, and according to a verified GoFundMe, Cole was celebrating his 37th wedding anniversary with his wife this week at the Oregon coast.
Vancouver police say they've arrested the man accused of stabbing a woman in the neck on the Clark College campus Tuesday. Officers found 31-year-old Salvador Aguilar sleeping in a car on St. John's Boulevard, close to where the stabbing happened. Investigators say he matched the suspect's description. Aguilar was arrested and booked into the Clark County Jail.
It's our responsibility to create an environment where safety and security are the norms, not the exceptions.
That's Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler laying out a plan to keep people safe in the Rose City this summer, specifically when it comes to gun violence. The new city data shows the number of shootings, including deadly shootings in Portland, are the lowest they've been in recent years. So far this year, there have been 280 shootings. That's compared to over 300 at this time last year and nearly 500 this time in 2022. Data shows the city usually sees a rise in shootings during the summer months, so Portland police are beefing up patrols, expanding hours, and putting more momentum towards gun violence prevention efforts. But some, like Lori Palmer, whose son was shot and killed in 2015, say more needs to be done to protect communities most at risk.
They need to develop relationships with the parents and people of the community that is being affected by gun violence.
The city also talked about focusing their efforts on certain high-risk areas where shootings are more common, like in some East and Northeast Portland neighborhoods.
Well, Portland police need your help identifying a man they say assaulted an officer during a protest on the Portland State University campus. Take a look. Police say the person you see in this photo reached under an officer's face shield, sprayed her with pepper spray, then ran off. They say it happened when police moved in to clear out the main library on campus a little over 2 weeks ago after demonstrators occupied it for several days. So if you know who this is, Portland police want you to contact them.
The Oregon State Police Fish and Wildlife Division is offering a reward for anyone that has information about a poisoning case that killed 3 gray wolves, 2 golden eagles, a mountain lion, and a coyote. OSP is partnering with U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Office of Law Enforcement to investigate the poisoning and say that it happened back in February in the Imnaha River drainage. Anyone with information is urged to contact OSP Senior Trooper Sean Crothers through the Turn In Poachers hotline. That number is 1-800-452-7888. Tips can remain anonymous.
Okay, now to something a lot of people look forward to every year. We are talking about the 24th annual UFO Fest, officially invading McMinnville today. It's about all things aliens. The event will feature stories of sightings, movies, as well as documentaries. Extraterrestrial experts will speak too. Of course, don't forget the parade that happens, costumes, a street fair, fun run. It's got everything for the UFO lover in your life. Here are the details. It's happening today and tomorrow at the McMinimans Hotel, Oregon. You can find more information at UFOfest.com. So you might be wondering why McMinnville?
Yeah.
Well, it is actually the home of the famous 1950 Trent family flying saucer sighting. Have you guys heard of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, only because I've heard this story before.
Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with the story, here's how it goes. On the night of May 11th of 1950, Evelyn Trent went out to feed her chickens and rabbits. And while she was doing her chores, she saw a large metallic-looking disc-shaped object hovering silently in the sky near her farm. She then scrambled back to the house, yelling for her husband, Paul, to grab their old Kodak camera. The two raced outside, snapped the photo right there on your screen. And before the disc zipped away out of sight, they were able to catch that photo. And now 74 years since the sighting, still no one can conclusively say whether it actually happened or not, even after multiple investigations, including ones conducted by government agencies. There's a whole lot more to the story, though. It's really fascinating. You can find a link to it on the UFO Fest website. So still a mystery.
I'm a believer.
Are you? That's the question. Do you
I'm
believe?
a believer.
I think so. I think there's got to be something else.
The universe is ginormous.
It's
and
gigantic.
to think that we are the only peeps around
Would be very
just
self-centered
saying.
of
Well,
us.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think we're talking about little green men, for instance.
Right.
You know, but something maybe
else
out there.
Sure.
They could be walking among us.
They
Maybe,
could.
Chris.
Now get into weather from that.
Buzz over here. Okay, real quick, let's get into the weekend. You were asking about the weekend earlier, so I will not make you wait for that. My Saturday, Sunday forecast features a fair amount of cloud cover, clouds and sun breaks, and yes, there is a shower chance. Now, when I say shower chance, that means there's also a good chance that most folks won't see any, but there's enough of a chance to mention both Saturday and Sunday. Whatever rain we see would be generally pretty light. But the point is, it's going to be a in and out of the cloud cover kind of weekend with some spotty showers and cool. Temperatures only on the low 60s both Saturday and Sunday. Overnight lows in the mid 40s. So certainly a bit cool for this time of the year here as we're getting into the latter portion of May and kind of the back half of spring. Summer is just 34 days away, right? All right, here's the big perspective across the Northwest. One system that came through the area yesterday that brought a few showers to the Cascade foothills and the Coast Range, not much in the Willamette Valley. And then as we look upstream, we're starting to clear. That'll bode well for today. We should have a good deal of sunshine today. Farther upstream, though, already another weather maker diving through the Gulf of Alaska, and that will keep our weather somewhat unsettled in terms of cloud cover and the shower chances this weekend. This is Friday on Futurecast this afternoon. Again, a mostly sunny sky. So a really good looking day today. It's just a bit cooler, a little below average. Normal high for this time of the year, 70. We'll probably be hanging out in the upper 60s. Fast forward into Saturday. We may start the day with some early sunshine, but look for the clouds to get a little more thick as we go through the day. And Futurecast is painting a few green blobs on the map Saturday afternoon across northwest Oregon and southwest Washington. Fast forward into Sunday, another weak weather system dives through the region again, dotting the landscape with some showers. The shower threat appears to be a little higher on Sunday than it does on Saturday, but once again, whatever rain we see probably won't amount to very much. A few hundredths of an inch maybe up and down the I-5 corridor. Cascades may ring out a little bit more, and I want to point this out for anybody that's got maybe some camping plans or hiking up in the Cascades. This is the live look from Timberline, by the way. Snow levels, it's going to be a pretty cool air mass that settles in over the region. So while there's not a threat of like a lot of snow, the fact that I'm talking about it here now in late May, just be aware that Saturday night snow levels could be as low as 3,500 feet. That is pretty. That's the live look from our Wells Fargo sky camera here, just a few minutes away from sunup. We're 52 last check at PDX. Futurecast got to kick it. There it goes. It's like it was hanging out there. 62 by lunchtime, and we'll finish off the day right around maybe 68, 69. Come on, come on, come on. There it goes. The Futurecast isn't waking up this early on a Friday morning, I guess. 68 this afternoon. Shower chance tomorrow. Shower chance on Sunday. Monday is the warmest day of my 7-day, ladies. And then as we look a little bit farther into next week, Tuesday and especially Wednesday, that could be a real soaker here. More rain than we've seen probably in any one day this month. That could be on Wednesday, but that's days away. Let's focus on the weekend.
Exactly. Let's focus on the good. Thanks, Chris.